It starts just after sunrise in Bel Air. A sleek black Range Rover pulls up outside a gated mansion nestled in the hills, where the landscaping is manicured down to the last blade of grass, and the air smells faintly of eucalyptus and wealth. The man who steps out is wearing sleek joggers, a moisture-wicking performance tee, and carries a leather satchel filled with resistance bands, biometric monitors, and a pouch of freeze-dried salmon treats. His name is Roman, and he's not a personal trainer for people. He's here for Bentley, a 3-year-old French bulldog with a resting heart rate better than most CEOs. Bentley isn't just any dog. His owner, Carter Hayes, runs a hedge fund that oversees over $12 billion in assets. He bought Bentley during the pandemic as a joke, he admits. But it stopped being a joke the moment Bentley tore his ACL trying to leap onto a marble chaise lounge. The surgery cost $22,000, followed by $7,000 in post-op rehab. Carter paid it without blinking. But what stuck with him was what the orthopedic vet said during Bentley's final session. Asterisk, he's going to keep getting hurt unless he builds muscle and learns proper form. Asterisk, that single sentence sparked a $100,000 journey into elite canine fitness. 3 mornings a week, Roman arrives at Carter's estate to train Bentley. The session begins with dynamic stretching. Yes, stretching. Followed by balance drills using wobble boards and core activation on custom-built Bosa balls. Bentley wears a biometric collar that tracks his heart rate variability, oxygen intake, and calories burned. If his levels are off, Roman tweaks his routine. It's more detailed than most human fitness programs. After warm-up, Bentley moves into agility training on an AstroTurf track that wraps around the tennis court. He jumps through rings, trots across seesaws, and crawls under low bars to build flexibility. Today, he's working on endurance. Roman attaches a light resistance band to Bentley's harness and has him do sprints on a treadmill designed specifically for small breed dogs. An iPad beside the treadmill shows a graph of Bentley's performance over the last 6 months. And this is just one dog. All across the country, the ultra-wealthy are hiring personal trainers for their pets. In Manhattan, a Shiba Inu named Taro does underwater treadmill sessions to manage his arthritis and reduce the risk of stroke. In Miami, a Doberman named Apollo does canine CrossFit in a private studio with kettlebell dodging drills. One trainer in Aspen specializes in altitude acclimation for dogs of private jet owners, so their pups don't suffer when flying from sea level to 10,000 feet in a day. The industry is booming. Luxury pet wellness has exploded into a multi-billion-dollar market. There are mobile pet cryotherapy vans for hydration lounges and even emotional wellness retreats for dogs suffering from post-pandemic separation anxiety. At the center of this universe are trainers like Roman, who come from backgrounds in canine sports therapy, veterinary kinesiology, and behavior psychology. Carter doesn't see it as spoiling Bentley. He sees it as protecting him. When you build something that brings you joy, you invest in it. It's not about being extravagant. It's about being responsible. He's added Bentley to his estate plan. His pet insurance policy costs more than most family health care plans and includes surgical coverage up to $250,000, holistic care, and even grief counseling for Carter if Bentley passes away. Still, not everyone is impressed. Critics call it absurd. Just another example of the ultra-rich finding new ways to flex. They argue that these resources could be better spent on shelter reform or helping animals in need. But to people like Carter, it's not mutually exclusive. We donate to shelters too, he says. But Bentley's my family. If I'm spending money to make sure my mom lives longer, why wouldn't I do the same for my dog? After the workout, Bentley cools down with a 10-minute massage and a quick cold compression wrap on his joints. Then he heads inside to eat his post-workout meal. Organic turkey, steamed carrots, wild rice, and a scoop of collagen powder prescribed by his vet. He eats while soft classical music plays from the kitchen speakers. At 10 a.m., a doggy chauffeur will arrive to take him to his weekly acupuncture session. Bentley's life may seem outrageous to some, but to him, it's normal. He doesn't know he's living a life most humans couldn't afford. He just knows he's strong, pain-free, and surrounded by people who care about every breath he takes. And maybe that's the real flex. Not the money, not the lifestyle, but the fact that someone loves him enough to give him a life most dogs could only dream of.